Good evening, I'm your Jew with the news, the man with the cancer, and all the answers, Drop Dead Dongs, and this is Top Kek. First up, in Oh God, Western civilization is still collapsing news. The first anti-sexism case has been tried, and the offender convicted in Belgium. A man commented about his arresting officer's sex, and apparently that's an important felony over there. I know Europe has never been a bastion of freedom or right, but Jesus shit, people. Get some fucking perspective. If hurting people's feelings are enough for additional charges, perhaps it's time to rethink your legal code. Who's it actually protecting? The citizens? Or your international image? Really gets the noggin joggin'. Next up, some slightly better news. The results of Italy's elections are in, and it looks to be a fairly anti-establishment victory. The right-wing Five-Star movement seems to have surged past the left-wing coalitions to a second position overall, and the single largest party. People have been talking and calling this a populist revolt. Personally, I take to seeing it as a glimpse of hope that certain peoples in Europe are bucking the EU's yoke to take back control of their own countries and destiny. Color me pleased, if not somewhat shocked. Now, a little bit closer to home, the internet inches a bit closer to Orwellian overtones as YouTube gives the keys to the kingdom over to the Southern Poverty Law Center, a far-left center who operates as thought policing group under the thin guise of an anti-hate group, as well as the Anti-Defamation League. Now, let's get this aired out in the open right now. I, as a member of my people, condemn the ADL. It's the worst thing my people could have come up with. Going after people's livelihoods and public image in retribution for making fun of, speaking against, or otherwise belittling a group of people is the worst way to keep them from talking ill about you. These two groups have been conducting crackdowns on any channels, creators, or content that they think risks influencing an audience into disagreeing with the mainstream media's narratives on current events or the social climate as a whole. A despicable turn of events for the number one platform for public discourse. Coming on the heels, as it does, of Twitch.tv's changings of their terms of service to include off-platform actions as actionable against, we're seeing a disturbingly overcast forecast for the online content creation in the near future. The UK's Foreign Secretary said the country would respond robustly to any evidence of Russian involvement in the collapse of former MI6 double agent Sergei Skripal. Skripal and his daughter Yulia are in critical condition after being found unconscious in Salisbury. One of the first responders on the scene remains hospitalized at this time as well, with others at the scene reporting itchy eyes and wheezing after contact with the two victims. As this story develops, we'll be sure to bring more information to our viewers. Thanks for tuning in to Top Kek for the first week of March, 1492. We hope you enjoyed our show. Please follow us on social medias for updates and projects, and for any story hooks or hints we may put out. Links are in the description below.